Next. What? Yeah. All right. Next, poet. Another poet. Spoken word. Katie Vang. Yeah. Give it up.
I love you. I love you.
Hey everybody. Everybody doing good?
Yeah.
Live.
Okay.
All right. No, good. Okay. So I wrote this poem because I've been like not liking men lately. So I was like, how can I get this hatred out of my freaking heart? So I'm like, I think of my dad. I think of my dad because he's the only man that I would love forever and ever and ever unconditionally. So my dad inspired this. I saw myself in his cloud of smoke, and my dad is losing skin by the minute. He barely looks like a human being, but he's still a machine. He reminds me of MacGyver, using knickknacks to fix things, making lives out of nothing, making light with a dying flame, retaping engines to sustain point A to point B. Dirty hands with the oil engine, exhaust stains. He eats a donut off his hands, and the dirty soil goes into his body. It doesn't matter, he thinks, compared to what he's been putting in his body, and he actually says out loud, it's almost time to go home. It was 2 in the afternoon. So I know he wasn't talking about concrete floors, high ceiling lofts, and big entrances or big doors. He shoves the tar in his mouth, and it's taken away his teeth, and it scares me because what is unseen is worse than what is seen. And I start to think about the black hole in his lungs, the size of a pool, how each time he laughs it hurts, and each time he picks something up, he breaks out in a sweat of life. And as he perspires, I think, what does he do when he is stuck? And I don't know if he knows, but I know he's been through a lifetime of wounds, 3 generations of judgment, 60 miles of lies, 45 years of tries, pounding him down into a skinless man, left to rot with vultures eating at his carcass, scraping the last drop of dry blood, gnawing on anything they can get their claws on, still wanting more. And in-laws call him Watao, but I call him my father. And I think what would inspire him to not be stuck? What doesn't he want to think of? What does he think of? What does he hold in? And what does he hold on to? And I want to tell him, I see you. I see you in the midst of the smog and all the things you cannot say. I see you. You are not lost. You always found a way. I see you in the pool of tar, moving flawless in your own lawless world without judgment, unbroken codes of language of your own. Words never heard, only felt with emotions, enough to fire up a path for me to walk on. Dad, you have taught your little girl the language of codes, and now she is grown and she will talk. Warm her feet, because this world is cold. Unfold her world and turn the pages herself. Read what's now written and ingrain them in herself. She will keep the beats alive, because this heart will continue to dance and show our history in a glance. You and me, history will not be repeated. Dad, I want you to know I will live beyond a good life. Your suffrage from holding things in will stop with me. I release you of the burden that's unheard of, because I heard you. I peel you from the floor and remount you on my walls. Your language of love will hold up these walls and decorate my halls. I will stand tall with the exhaust of your staying deeply rooted in awe of myself. I will learn and relearn to love myself again and again. Create the love I want to invest in, because I know you did not work this hard. Lose your mind, become an addict for me to be average.